really proud of the effort of the team tonight. I think San Jose is an excellent team. I think they have a lot of very, very good players. And I thought from the beginning we started very positively. We needed to turn some of those good attacks into better goal-scoring opportunities. But I just have so much frustration. Last week we have a referee who's clearly afraid to change a game, so she doesn't call a stone-cold 100% red card. And then this week we have a referee who's dying to influence the game, and he calls for me what is an impossible red card call. And so quick to jump to the yellow card for Mikey when he's been fouled, and it's actually a penalty. The frustration is huge. Obviously, our frustration starts initially with our results and what's happened over the last couple of weeks. But, fantastic performance in the first half in Columbus. Should have been up a man. Didn't happen. Tonight we're playing really well, and you just feel like the referee's dying to make a change and make an impression, and he kind of seemed that way all night. So it was just really, really frustrating. But again, I'm really proud of the group. They worked extremely hard. In spite of what was happening out there, they worked extremely hard. They didn't complain. They didn't bitch. They just work. And I'm really, really appreciative of how hard they work and how hard they work together.
Robin, regardless of the circumstances of the two yellows, Moise is surrounded by a lot of veteran players and a lot of veteran center backs. How much is this an opportunity for him to learn, think, or even how to manage the game rather than his own actions?
I don't understand the question.
How much is this an opportunity for Moise to learn as a player, regardless of the circumstances of his red card tonight?
What's an opportunity? Getting red carded for a clean tackle? Is that what you're asking?
No.
Okay.
Let me rephrase it.
Okay.
An opportunity for him to learn and become a better. I'm doing a poor job of phrasing the question.
I just don't. I'm trying to follow exactly what you're saying.
Okay. What are you and the players going to do to help pick up Moise, given how well he played and given how crestfallen he was?
That's really well stated. I like that one. That one's eloquent. I like that one. I think he knows that he's doing well. He also knows, and I say this every week, good moments, bad moments. He has continued to do really well. He knows that he has the support of the team. I think he knows that he's doing well because he keeps getting minutes. And without a doubt, as always, we'll go through video with him, highlight good moments, highlight bad moments, and I think he knows he has the trust of the group, not just the coaching staff, but the players. And as a player, that's the thing you really want the most, is to know that the guys around you trust you. And I think without a doubt, he has done more than enough to be trusted by the group, and he will just continue to get better and better.
Robin, I guess like a really strong offensive effort, as you mentioned. I guess, does the missed penalty kind of sum up really the bad luck, I guess, that the team is going through? And for Connor to step up to the spot, how much of an influence of the first one where it was emphatic, did that influence, I guess, the on-field decision for him to step up?
Again, it's not like he is, or anyone is designated as a penalty taker. It's guys who feel it in the moment, and I do think that after the last one he scored, that he certainly had the right to step up. And I think your word is perfect, emphatic. The one he scored, the last penalty he scored, was absolutely fantastic. And I mean, at the end of the day, they're experienced guys on the field, and if they feel it and they want it, they take it. Does it sum it up? I don't know. That almost sounds kind of doomsday, but sort of. Yeah, it's we felt like we did a lot tonight and did enough to try to get some more points, and we're unfortunate. People miss penalties. It happens. You kind of hope it doesn't happen for you, but you know that people miss penalties. So.
Yeah, Coach, just going off of that, when you go down a man and you get the chance to take a penalty, maybe steal this game,
to be honest, it's the kind of thing that can make a team crumble because we're down a man, we're fighting. We get a good moment, get a penalty kick. We had substitutions planned and lined up, assuming we were going to make it. And then when you don't, definitely teams can kind of crumble. They can hang their heads, and there can be just a few lapses of concentration, people still thinking about the missed penalty. But again, I have to give this group credit. They just they just put their heads down and kept working. And some of the work we did in the box, clearing headers, the Johnny tracking back, Kevin tracking back, really it was a fantastic team effort. And in spite of some of the circumstances, they never wavered. So really, again, proud of the effort. Disappointed because you use the correct word. Given the way things went, I thought we were going to steal it. So, and even as I say that, and I think the word crestfallen was used about Moyes, there are plenty of reasons that the team could have folded at that point, and they didn't. They just kept fighting.
Robin, Marko with his first start at home in MLS play, bit of a different feel than Open Cup in terms of fans and the atmosphere. What have you seen from him, especially tonight, and then kind of being big in the final moments where, San Jose is in our box, left and right, corners, all that?
I thought he was good. His distribution, composure was good. He's a very good shot stopper, and his alertness tonight was good. The one that gets played through late in the second half, and he's quick to get to that. I thought he had a solid performance. I thought he had a really solid performance, and it was important for us, certainly given how the game went. And I thought he did quite well.
Coach, some chances in the first half for Sam and Cole coming back from injury, getting the start. How does it feel like to have some of these key players back in the lineup?
It's great. I mean, it was obviously exciting to have Cole back. His energy is evident, or was evident from the very beginning. His energy and intelligence were very evident from early on. Great to get Mikey back. Great to get Brian Galvan back. Other guys have been dealing with injuries. Ralph Priso came back tonight. So we feel like we're getting close again. We still have to get Diego back. Yappy is away with the under-20s. But it felt more like the group that we've had. It's encouraging to get back some players for us who are key attacking players, especially. Actually, key players, all some attacking, some in the midfield. It was really promising to get them back, and we feel like certainly that'll give us a boost over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, Coach, it feels like every match the team comes out with more urgency and aggressiveness than the last. Just what does that say about this team given the run of results lately?
I think it says a lot, to be quite honest. This does not, when I was thinking about 15 minutes into the game, this doesn't look like a team that's lost 6 in a row, something like that. And at the end of the day, and I must say this in 32 of 34 press conferences every year, but the character of the group is the thing that I love the most about coaching this team. And here their backs are against the wall. They haven't won in a while. They have a good run of form, or they have a good game. They start off well. Go down a man, they keep fighting, get a penalty kick, don't score it, keep fighting, and they're just dug in till the very end. And I think it speaks a lot about the character of the team. And the core of the group is, we still have many core members from years ago, but it speaks volumes about the guys who've come in as well, and the fact that they've also embraced that sort of mentality. So, as I said, I'm really pleased with the effort. Do feel like we need to take those attacking moments early in the game and create more real chances out of them. But I can't fault their effort and their character one bit.
Robin, 2 straight starts for Marko. Is there a real goalkeeper competition on right now?
I think there's real competition everywhere. And it's certainly something that we intended to do in bringing in different players in different positions. It's always been about competition because no matter how good a guy you are, no matter how good a player you are, guy, girl, it doesn't matter. I genuinely feel that everyone is a little bit better if there's competition. If there's some sort of impetus to make you actually go over and above, because there are so many. I used to think I was, a really honest and hardworking guy, but as I look back at my career, I was always better when I was being pushed in one way or another. And I think that's what we're seeing, not only with the goalkeepers, but throughout the team. And one thing, we haven't had too much competition just because we haven't had very many players for a while. And I think as everyone starts to get healthy, that competition is going to drive the entire team as well.
Robin, Darren in the US U20s is a big quarterfinal game tomorrow. I guess, what have you made of this World Cup so far from what you've seen, and I guess this U20s team as a whole?
I've not watched a great deal. I feel like their games have been in the middle of the day when we are standing at a whiteboard for 4 hours figuring out what our next thing is going to be. So I haven't seen too much of them, and I haven't seen too much of Darren, but from what I've seen, he seems to be doing very well. Hold-up play was decent. Certainly his physical size and strength present some problems for opposition, and it's a great experience for him to be where he is and to be in that environment. So certainly really happy for him. With regard to the whole team, again, I've caught snippets, and in the moments I've seen them, they've looked good. They've looked convincing, dominating. Their play seems to be good, and they have players who are making a difference. Seems like Cade Cowell, speaking of San Jose, has done really well for them. And in the moments I've seen him, he's looked quite good. And the first time we saw him was probably 3 years ago, and he was just fast. And as I watch him now, his game is rounding out so much more. There's so much more to his game than just speed now. And he's one that obviously comes to mind because we see him a couple times a year, and being able to watch him over the last number of years, it's been impressive what he's done, and I think Lucci's doing a great job with him this year.
All right, we'll pause here, back to Marko Ilić.
First of all, hello everybody. Yeah, it was a tough game for us. 0-0 at the end. We had some chances, to get 3 points. It's a shame that we didn't get the 3 points, but at the end, after that red card, I think it was a well-fought point for us, clean sheet, So at the end, after everything that happened, really good team effort, I think, and something to be proud of. Togetherness, team effort, and yeah, we fought together, and at the end got that clean sheet. As I said, we wanted 3 points. We could have had it, but at the end, after that red card, and all things considered, we got a clean sheet at that point.
Marko, I guess for you personally, it's your first league start at home, but I guess for the group as a whole, how big could something as simple as a clean sheet be to help maybe restart this group and get back closer to the win column?
Yeah, every point can be huge in these kind of situations. We had a rough time in the past few games, and we have to take this as a positive. After the game, I saw. Even before the game, actually, I saw some different focused faces. We were really talking about the tactics, really talking about the energy, and I kind of felt it that we're gonna have a really good team performance. And of course, every point in this kind of situation can lift your spirit. And like this, what happened tonight, togetherness and team effort can really bring the atmosphere up. And hopefully it's just one little step towards our goal. And hopefully we'll just keep playing better.
Marko, your previous two Open Cup appearances were a bit of a makeshift back line and more of a proper first starting back line. What's your relationship like with the center backs in front of you?
We have a good relationship. We speak a lot. We speak before the games, and we kind of speak about the tactics. Speak what are we gonna do. And just before this game, I spoke with Maxu. And we kind of figure out that we have to keep the energy up throughout the whole 90 minutes, because that's kind of been our problem lately. That we play one period of the game good, and then concede the goals, and everything falls apart. And that's why we spoke, and I feel that the whole group kind of felt that, and kept that energy for the 90 minutes, fought, and to answer your question, I have a good relationship with my center backs.
2 straight starts for you. How's the competition been with Will?
It's football, and Will is a good goalkeeper and a really good, person, and I respect him very much. And these kind of situations are not easy for anybody, but he's been really good friend and really good competition to me, and I appreciate that. And it's a healthy competition that I enjoy having.
Marko, your first start at home in MLS play, very different atmosphere, as far as fans are concerned, between Open Cup play and this. What was your impression of the energy in the stadium, hearing the supporters behind you in goal while you're really battling for the clean sheet?
Yeah, I think they felt it also, that we were kind of in a rough spot, and that they'll have to give us energy and push us, give us a little wind in our back to keep our energy up for the 90 minutes. And I appreciate it, and I think the whole team appreciates their energy. They were amazing tonight. And I think this is also their point and their clean sheet, because they were really good tonight. Pushed us, from the back. I could hear them the whole game, and we will need them 100%. We will need them in the coming games.
You watching the Nuggets with Jokic?
Yeah, of course. I'm a big NBA fan, big basketball fan, and of course, big Jokic fan. So I'm watching really passionately every game.
You got a prediction for the final?
I just spoke with my friend here. I think not to be, super ambitious, but I think it's gonna be 4-1. That's my prediction, about 4-1. Yeah. They're playing really dominant, They're playing the whole year the best basketball in the league, and not just in the playoffs. You can see the chemistry and moving the ball around, and I love seeing that, especially seeing my fellow countryman Jokic.
Marko, I guess when a referee kind of starts pulling out cards maybe out of nowhere, I don't know, not trying to get you fined or anything, but for you, how important is it to keep the guys organized and engaged and not really, push the issue further?
Yeah, this kind of things can really, get you off your track, and you kind of think about it a little bit. But as I said, you just have to, keep the focusing, because we got it. What minute was it?
51st.
51st. We got 40 minutes to play, you know, and you just gotta deal with it. If it was a good call, bad call, it's none of our business. You just have to deal with it. That's football, and you just have to keep on going like we did, you know. And you have to, you know, keep the same focus, keep the same energy, and that's what gives you the points at the end.
Do you face penalties in practice from the guys?
Yeah, I think every Friday before the games there's some penalties that we do, but yeah, not too much, but we do at the end of the training.
You know, I guess Connor unlucky, but you know his quality. How important after something like that is it going to be for him to, you know, find that momentum and bounce back?
I mean, Connor has been amazing for us this season, and you know, he's an amazing player, and he's really strong mentally, and I think this won't, you know, back him off the track or do anything to him, because he's a very, you know, strong person and a really good player, and this changes nothing in his play or in his contribution to the team. So we have all the confidence in the world in him, and yeah, we'll just encourage him to be the same Connor that was all this season.
All right, we'll wrap there. Thanks everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.